Hey guys, we are back for another video. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you are notified when we upload. Also, hit the thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So I've been reading y'all comments, honey, and here's the deal. I honestly did not pay attention to Jeezy or Jeannie Mai prior to this divorce filing. Nothing against Jeannie. Actually, I think I like Jeannie Mai more than I like Jeezy. Jeezy was just not, I love rap, but he just wasn't one of my um, I just wasn't a fan of his, and that's not anything against him. He just, how everyone has the rappers that they really like. He just wasn't one of mine, and that's no disrespect, nothing, ill will feelings about him whatsoever. He just wasn't one of mine. So I just didn't know very much about him other than obviously I know he's from the streets. I know he ran a lot with BMF. I know prior to him becoming big in the rap game, he actually got his break by being with BMF, and that stands for the Black Mob Family. So they actually put him on. He is the reason that he's actually a celebrity because those guys knew a lot of celebrities and stuff. And back during, the time where he was trying to make it big in the music industry, they kind of rubbed shoulders with the right people. And Jeezy was in their gang or posse or whatever you want to call it. So they made sure that he made it in the music industry. So let me tell you guys what I do know of Jeannie Mai. I mean, I watched the real. Obviously, I didn't watch all of the episodes, but I liked her personality. So, what I had to do is really familiarize myself with Jeannie Mai before I came back on here because I feel like I got a good idea of who Jeezy was, just didn't get a a better idea of who Jeannie Mai was. And I went to her YouTube channel and I've been watching her videos, and this is what I can say. I believe somebody is putting out false information with regards to her actually stepping out on Jeezy. I don't know if it's someone in his camp or who's putting out the false information, but I do not believe that she stepped out on him. And if she did, you guys are going to have to come with some proof because the information that's circulating, based on what I see, unless she has two personalities, I don't believe it. People are saying that she is dominant. Now, that I do believe. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can become a bad thing in a marriage. And I have a lot of examples for that. I'm not going to go into it. Usually in a marriage and even in a relationship, you cannot be dominant with your mate unless you have that kind of mate. And from what I know of Jeezy, I do not believe he wants a woman dominating him. I don't believe he wants a man dominating him either. So that's not something bad. However, I don't see the stuff that's being spewed online. I don't see that. I don't believe she cheated on him. I don't believe she stepped out on him. I do not believe that. But I'm going to tell you what I do believe based on the research that I have found. I believe when they got together, I believe that they were in love. I also believe that they definitely moved too fast because as I did my research, Jeannie Mai said the first time her and Jeezy went on a date, he asked her, um, let me make sure I got it right, if she could um, basically phantom spending the rest of her life with him. Which brings me to my next point. Previous to him being in a relationship with Jeannie Mai, he was already engaged to someone else. So the fact that he bounced from one relationship to another and just meeting another woman, but to ask her, could you phantom spending the rest of your life with me? makes me think, because when I leave a relationship, I got to take time to myself. So the fact that you bounced from one to another and was all in and ready to get married so fast is a little bit troublesome for me. And his previous, the previous lady that he was engaged to, didn't even know that he was dating Jeannie Mai. So it was stated that he was stepping out on the lady he was engaged to, which leads me to believe he's not a committed person. But then we don't know because we don't have any proof that he cheated, right? And then he got married. So I would also say that they definitely moved too fast. I don't believe that in the time that they dated, he could have gotten to know her, and I do not believe that she could have gotten the time to know him in terms of, is this someone that I would like to marry? Also, they got together during a pandemic when everybody was stuck in a house and pretty much people couldn't move around. When I did my research on Jeannie Mai, what I learned is, although she married Jeezy, her entire family, and when I say her entire family, that is exactly what I mean. Her mother, her brother, sometimes her father. It was so many people that I couldn't even put all of them on a thumbnail. So that's problematic for the Black culture. And let me just tell you why. As a Black person, we don't have people in our house like that all the time. Now, you may find some people that do, but the majority of the Black culture, we don't live like that. Like, we don't have our mama, our daddy, our cousin, our brother, our sister, a cousin. Like, we have events where we invite people, and guess what? They need to go home, honey. So I really believe that the cultural inappropriateness in terms of the Black community, that's kind of inappropriate for us. Like, we don't live with all of those people in our homes. And I want to kind of take you back to the Vietnam culture, because I had to like look it up myself, and I knew people of, the Asian and the Vietnamese culture. I already knew that they run in packs, and it'd be a whole bunch of them in the house, because I would tell my kids, I would say, y'all want to move out, y'all need to be trying to stay here so you can save your money. People always move out and want to go rent a house. If you're going to rent a house, you might as well stay at home and save your money. So I was telling my children, the other cultures, they're able to get ahead because they stay at home and save their money, or they live together in one house. So let's kind of go over how the Vietnam culture, what they do. So in the Vietnam culture, it says family is the most important aspect of life to a Vietnam person. So you can understand um, why Jeannie Mai wants her entire family in the house with her, because that is an important aspect of her life. It says it is much more interdependent and tight knit than what many Western cultures are familiar with. The cohesiveness and health of the family unit is often a main imperative. The family unit itself generally includes a larger nexus of relationships. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, and other extended relatives often have a very close relationship and provide a central support system. So, can you guys understand? So that really helps me understand this a lot more, because pulling from nothing is very hard to try to figure out what's going on with these two. But it's a telling story, even if you go and look back at some things. So, with the Vietnam culture, three generations normally live under the same roof. Therefore, to live alone can be intimidating. It can be a very intimidating experience for a Vietnamese person. Okay, guys, what else do we need to say here? You got to understand, Jeannie Mai is in Atlanta. The culture is very much different. I'm sure Jeezy is off working, doing his thing. So she finds herself in a community or in a place where she has nobody. And then, being that her culture is like it is, She feels a sense of not belonging if she does not have her family with her, because that is how the culture is. It would be the same thing for a Black person. I'm a Black person. Please, I don't want my mother, my father, my cousins, I love y'all, but I don't want you all staying with me. That would be a problem for me, because I need my space. I need to be able to see you guys, but just not every day. Do you understand? So that's a problem for her, as it is would become a problem for him. So we don't have much more information. Like I stated, I wanted to look and start looking up some more information and getting some more research, because the information that was coming in as I did my independent research, I'm like, the stars are not aligning. Again, I don't know if she cheated. There is no proof that say that she did cheat. So we don't have that. But what we do know is that Jeannie Mai's whole family lived in that house, and it's in the videos. It just seems like Jeezy was so consumed with her world. um that's what it seemed like. Just looking, when I watched the videos, it seems like he was so consumed with her world that he did not have his own space, his own time, and it just seems like everything was sucked up by her and her culture. Again, so-called friends have came out and said, she was nasty, she was disrespectful. Yes, that could have happened. I mean, people get mad, people say stuff, but um again, this is what we know so far. We'll keep you guys updated, and as things come up, I will definitely come on and share with you guys. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that it was the cultural barriers? They obviously couldn't have known each other long enough. They got married during a pandemic, guys. Jeannie Mai stated on her YouTube channel that her family was living in the house, like they are all living together. So think about Jeezy. Jeezy is from the streets, honey, and that's not, we don't do that. Like, that's too many people. That would drive me insane. Just thinking about it drives me insane. Like, wow, you was married, you had all these people in there. So that's too many people for me, even thinking about it gives me anxiety. So let me know what y'all think in the comments again. Let me know. We'll come back and update once something comes out, guys, and we will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and keep the comments coming. Keep them respectful though, because I hate to have to block people, and I will block you. Say what you need to say, have your opinion, but please know how to talk in comments. Okay, thank y'all. Bye.